Welcome to the
Abyss,
the true ultimate thriller for
daredevils.
With a 150-meter drop, it is going to be one of the fastest roller coasters in the world. This video will be broken down into 5 main parts: the theme, the track, the cart, mechanics, and electronics. All the research was done before the Wonderland trip, therefore all the things that I've observed and did at the Wonderland trip did not actually affect this product. I did learn things at the Wonderland trip, but it was not applied into this roller coaster, as all my research was already done beforehand.
The Abyss is a hell-themed ride that is mostly black and red, with some hints of gold. This color theme will ensure that everyone remembers that red and black ride. Starting from the entrance, there are a lot of details. There is a large rock behind a height checking stand. This will ensure that individuals can check their height before getting into the line. The height limit is only 131 centimeters thanks to the complex seat safety design. The Abyss has 2 waiting lines. Both are relatively small as they move fast due to the design of the ride. One line is for everyone with a normal pass, while the other is for individuals who have the fast pass. The lines are golden color with railings on both sides. This golden color neatly suits the hell theme with red, the lava. The exit has a word written on top, Immortals. The entrance and exit was designed specifically to quickly move the crowd. The entrance and exit have ramps with platforms. This allows people with wheelchairs or other disabilities to be able to go up towards the building and onto the ride easily. Inside the building, it is quite simple to keep things moving. There is a panel, and I will go more in depth about what this panel does in the electronics section. The coaster and the seats have also been custom painted in red and black to match the theme, and the red will have a different texture when compared to the black to enhance the experience. Keeping true to the theme, throughout the whole roller coaster, we can see the red and black colors. I have also buffed the paint to give it the shine to make it stand out from a far distance. In this image, we can see that the paper representation of the screens around the track is painted red and black to stick to the theme. In reality, this will again be painted red and black, but it will be a bunch of screens, and here is what's going to be playing on the screens. Now imagine this video playing all around you, 360 degrees with really loud sounds as you go up into the air just to intensify the experience. Now let's talk about the track. There are 2 main parts to the track, the regular track and the track that houses the chain. At Wonderland, you may have noticed that some of the rides have the chain sticking out of the track. Well, that's not the case with mine. I spent many hours on end to design the chain and the track such that it doesn't stick out. So in my design, as you can see, nothing is sticking out as it goes up the curve. This will reduce the cost in maintenance as there won't be as much tension on the cart, the wheels, and the track itself. I have also integrated a smooth transition between the chain section of the track and the regular track, so it's very minimalistic. Designing the tracks took many days. I used third-party softwares, math, and quick algorithms that I've coded in Python to figure out the exact G-force and speed at specific locations to ensure that it is safe for a human to ride. I also ran more simulations to ensure that the ride goes all the way through the track. Unfortunately, I could not add spirals and other custom features to the track as it would make the ride unsafe due to the high G-force people would experience. This can also be found in many other large, fast roller coasters. The supports you can see all around the track are legit and they have been put there for a reason. None of them are there for aesthetic purposes. Each one carries its own weight. At the top, we can see that there is this weird design, and this is actually there to prevent the track from wobbling at high heights. Thus, these crossbeams have significant use. Without a doubt, the cart was one of the hardest design aspects for this project. Not only did I have to make the cart look good, but I also had to function. Initially, there were no bearings, but I eventually had to add this after many hours of investigation to assist the cart move on all 3 axes. Before adding the bearings, it was not able to go up inclines or turn left, right, or roll. The car has a total of 12 wheels, each one assisting in gripping the track. I initially tried to use 3D printed wheels, that didn't work. Then I moved to washers, that also caused lots of friction, but then finally settled on 2 types of micro bearings. I initially had 1 on each side, but then decided to have 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom on all 4 corners of the cart. The cart is also accessible to people with disabilities. Due to the low seat design, it is easy for individuals that are either on wheelchairs or other things to easily get on to the cart, and the people that are working there can easily assist them and make this process extremely fast. Many of us worried that somebody may take our belongings at Wonderland, so I designed a new feature where you can take your most valuable stuff, so for example a small purse or a phone, and put it in the cart itself at the front, and it can securely lock in all your equipment using compressed airbags. And finally, to have a larger audience, the seats were specifically designed to ensure comfort and safety. The strap comes all the way down and locks in towards the lower part of the stomach to ensure that smaller or larger individuals can easily take a seat. If the cart seats start showing wear and tear, they can easily be replaced as shown in the video. Finally, mechanics and electronics. All the electronics that you can see outside are actually all able to be hidden under the building. These have purposely been taken out to show the audience. There are 2 sensors located around the track to ensure that carts are moving at all times. In the scenario that the carts stop moving, the chain will stop moving and ensure that there are no collisions. There are also electromagnets found all over the track to assist in braking without touching the cart itself. On the control panel, there is an on-off switch, there is a keypad, and there is a dial. The keypad and dial are used as passcode, and then there's a push button which starts the coaster. Finally, the chain and the gear. The gear was custom designed to fit to the chain, and the chain was also custom designed to fit to the track. The chain is custom 3D printed with a few lock nuts and bolts. As mentioned earlier, there's also a locking mechanism in the gearbox. This will ensure that in the worst case scenario, nobody moves. And there's also a Yukon Striker like feature where before falling, the cart stops.